What if I told you that some rivers aren't just flowing bodies of water, but unstoppable forces that have devoured entire cities? Imagine a place where thousands once lived, schools, markets, and homes, all swallowed by a raging river overnight. From ancient civilizations erased without a trace to modern cities slowly sinking, these rivers are proof that water is one of the most terrifying destroyers on Earth. Now let's dive into the top 10 rivers that swallow entire cities. Now please subscribe. Your one subscribe fuels my passion and keeps my dream alive. I'll put in my full effort to bring you the rarest and most valuable knowledge. Number 10, the Rio Hamza, Brazil, the hidden assassin. You've heard of the Amazon River, but did you know another river is flowing silently right beneath it? One that might be even more dangerous? Meet the Rio Hamza, a vast underground river running nearly 4 kilometers below the Amazon. It's so massive that it mirrors the Amazon's size, but its slow-moving waters come with a sinister twist. It's gradually hollowing out the land above. Now, here's where it gets terrifying. Entire regions are slowly sinking into oblivion without anyone realizing it. Towns built on seemingly solid ground have begun mysteriously collapsing. Houses vanishing overnight, roads crumbling into the earth. No earthquakes, no storms, just a silent force pulling everything downward. And the scariest part? Scientists don't even know how deep this destruction goes, or where it will strike next. Number 9. The Colorado River, USA. The City Slayer. You know it as the river that carved the Grand Canyon, but did you know it has also erased entire towns? The Colorado River is a relentless force, shaping landscapes for millions of years, but humans made a deadly mistake. They built cities too close. Take the case of Calville, Nevada. Once a thriving riverside town, it vanished beneath rising waters when the Colorado River swelled beyond control. The town's remains now lie deep under Lake Mead, a ghostly reminder of what happens when humans underestimate a river's power. But here's the real nightmare. The river is still moving, still carving, still taking. Cities like Yuma, Arizona, and parts of California's Imperial Valley are slowly being eroded, inch by inch. What's standing today may be gone tomorrow, and if the river ever reclaims its full power, entire modern cities could be next. Number 8, the Yangzi River, China. The vanishing metropolis. The Yangtze River isn't just China's longest river, it's a city-devouring monster that has erased entire civilizations. Take Fengdu, an ancient ghost city, known for centuries as a place of spirits and the afterlife. Today, it's almost completely underwater, but Fengdu isn't alone. When China built the Three Gorges Dam, one of the largest engineering projects in history, the Yangtze swallowed 13 entire cities, 140 towns, and over 1,300 villages. Think about that for a second. Entire towns where people lived for centuries, gone forever, drowned under billions of gallons of water. And the real horror, the Yangtze isn't finished yet. The dam is causing unexpected shifts in the river, creating flooding patterns that threaten to consume even more cities in the future. What's above water now might not be for long. Wait, please, pay attention. Knowledge is power, and I'm giving it all to you. Now you really should subscribe. And yes, you must watch the full video too. Please, let's resume. Number 7, the Mississippi River, USA. The Silent Reaper. It's called the Mighty Mississippi, but its true name should be the Silent Reaper, because this river has been consuming land, homes, and even entire towns for centuries. Ever heard of Kaskaskia, Illinois? Once a thriving colonial city and the first capital of Illinois, today it's barely a small ghost village. Why? Because the Mississippi River shifted course, slowly, methodically, and mercilessly cutting through the city. Roads, homes, entire neighborhoods were erased, one by one, until Kaskaskia was almost completely gone. But here's what will send chills down your spine. This is still happening. The Mississippi isn't done moving. Scientists predict that over the next few decades, more parts of Missouri, Arkansas, and Louisiana could disappear into the river's depths. Imagine waking up one morning to find your street simply no longer there. Because when the Mississippi decides to take, nothing can stop it. Number 6, the Brahmaputra River, India and Bangladesh, the Land Eater. If you think slow erosion is scary, imagine a river that swallows land in mere hours. Meet the Brahmaputra River, one of the fastest changing rivers on Earth. In just a few decades, it has devoured entire towns, thousands of homes, and even one of the world's largest river islands. The worst part? The destruction isn't slowing down. Over 2,500 villages in Assam, India, have already disappeared beneath its waves. And as climate change accelerates, the Brahmaputra is growing more violent every year. In 2017, the river swallowed 31 villages in just one night. Think about that. Thousands of people went to sleep, only to wake up and find their homes gone, replaced by water. And the terrifying truth? No one knows when or where it will strike next. Number 5. The Niger River, West Africa, the vanishing capital. Imagine living in a city that's been there for over 1,000 years, only to watch it slowly crumble into the water before your eyes. That's the reality for Timbuktu, the legendary city of gold, which is being swallowed by the Niger River. Timbuktu was once one of the greatest centers of trade and learning in the world, but now, the river is claiming it inch by inch. Bridges, homes, even centuries-old mosques are being washed away. The river is shifting unpredictably, and entire sections of the city have vanished beneath its rising waters. The most chilling part? Locals say the river is moving faster than ever. Scientists predict that if nothing changes, Timbuktu could be completely underwater within the next few decades. And when that happens, one of history's most legendary cities will be erased forever. If everything you've watched so far has taught you something new, then you must subscribe. Because what's coming next is even more valuable. Don't miss out. Number 4. The Po River, Italy, the drowning towns. Italy is known for its breathtaking cities, Venice, Rome, Florence. But what if I told you that some of Italy's lesser-known towns are quietly vanishing beneath water, forever? Meet the Po River, a seemingly calm and peaceful waterway that has already submerged entire villages. Take the case of Fabrice di Carrignan, a medieval village that disappeared beneath the Po's rising waters when a dam was built. Here's the eerie part. Sometimes, when water levels drop, the lost village reemerges, like a ghost from the past. But for most of the time, it remains completely hidden beneath the river's depths. And this isn't just about the past. The Po River is still shifting, still taking, still swallowing. Coastal villages near its delta are watching helplessly as the land sinks and the river pushes forward. What was once farmland is now open water. And what's still standing today may not be there tomorrow. Number 3. The Yangzi River, India. The Holy Destroyer. Millions worship the Yangzi River, believing its waters are sacred. But what many don't realize is that this holy river is also one of the most unforgiving forces of destruction on Earth. The city of Gara was once a powerful kingdom on the banks of the Ganges. Today, it's completely gone. How? The Ganges didn't just flood it, it erased it. The river shifted course so drastically that the entire city was swallowed, never to be rebuilt. And that's not all. Even modern cities like Varanasi are slowly sinking as the Ganges continues its relentless expansion. Some neighborhoods are already crumbling, their streets flooded beyond repair. And the terrifying reality: if the river shifts again, Varanasi itself, one of the world's oldest living cities, could face the same fate as Gar. Number 2. The Arno River, Italy, the silent eraser. You've heard of Florence, the heart of the Renaissance, filled with priceless art and historic landmarks. But what if I told you that this breathtaking city is living under the constant threat of complete destruction? The Arno River is deceptively beautiful, but it has a violent history. In 1966, it flooded so severely that Florence nearly drowned. People barely escaped as murky waters filled the streets, destroying irreplaceable artwork, homes, and entire districts. But here's the shocking part. Scientists say the worst flood is yet to come. New studies suggest that Florence is more vulnerable than ever, and if the Arno decides to rise again, the damage could be permanent. Imagine waking up one day to hear that one of the most historically significant cities in the world is sinking beneath water, forever. Number 1. The Sarasvati River, India, the river that erased an entire civilization. Now, here's the most mysterious, most terrifying river on this list. The Sarasvati River didn't just swallow a city, it erased an entire civilization. Thousands of years ago, the Indus Valley civilization thrived along its banks. one of the most advanced ancient societies in history. But then, something unexplainable happened. The river vanished. This wasn't just a flood or erosion. The entire Sarasvati River disappeared, taking with it the cities, people, and history of an entire civilization. What caused it? Was it climate change? A geological shift? Or something even stranger? Scientists are still searching for answers. But one thing is certain. This is the only river in history that didn't just destroy a city. It deleted an entire civilization from existence. Which of these rivers shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.